What's going on YouTube? This is Chaos Rain here, and in this video I'm here to bring you something a little bit different, just something I've been kind of studying and figuring out as I go, along with, a little bit of exposition and just me chatting a little bit with you guys. So, first thing I want to go over is the Sentinels, and if you don't already know exactly how they work, or, you're not understanding them exactly, so on and so forth, I'm going to kind of give you my understanding and a crash course into them, along with a couple other things. So, I don't want to just do another 200 quant map, because I'm going to be doing this for a while, and I've been farming about 2 hours, 2.5, 3 hours, and I'm fresh off of my stream, so if you guys want to join me on my stream, it'll be up roughly, if I were to guess, 7 p.m. Cali time. I think it's Central, or no, I don't remember. If you know where Cali is, just look up 7 p.m. Cali and you'll figure out where I'm at. But I plan to stream for at least 2 hours, more if I get traction and interest in it. Otherwise, I will be hanging out on PC and gaming with friends, probably for the foreseeable future. Alright, well, I seem to have froze. Offer received, Saint's treasure. Okay, this guy declined. I'm not interested, buddy. Rather find the cards and do it. Alright, so let's go ahead and go in here. So, I will be linking my Twitch in my excuse me, in the description below. And I play a lot of games now, and I stream, a fair amount of them, along with streaming and what do you call it? Streaming with a co-op of mine, a friend of mine who plays the games, and I just commentate on them. So that's something. If you're interested, you can feel free to stop on by. But first, let's go ahead and go over these. So, I always pick up every single one of these, and there's a few reasons why, but I'll go I'll go over them as we go. So first things first. The biggest thing I always pick up is the currency one. However, you can also take the ones with like ritual rewards or fragments or delirium or whatever you want. But I always pick up the currency, and I always save the currency and run them, or try and upgrade them. So let's go ahead and go into how they work and how the upgrading works, so on and so forth. So the lowest tier is, I believe, bronze, and it goes all the way up to obsidian for the droppable tiers. Afterwards, you have primeval, cryptic, and ancient, I believe. And then there's a few unique bases that that come with regular bases as well. So to upgrade them, you use the power cores, and the normal power cores have about 20% chance, in my experience, to upgrade to a primeval or a cryptic. However, this one has about I think it's like a 40% chance, like 1 in 3-ish, to upgrade them to the higher base. You don't necessarily need to upgrade them to a higher base, but you can if you want to. It's just something that you kind of can figure out by yourself. I myself have a lot of primeval and cryptic, so I don't really care if I upgrade them or not. But right now we're just trying to, go over what we have. So basically, the easiest way you can do this is you can find, for example, an obsidian, and an obsidian being the highest droppable tier, and anything under it, such as this emberstone here, and you combine them. Ideally, you want to hit a rare obsidian, and that one didn't work, so we go again. We find an obsidian and an emberstone. Actually, okay, so this is where normally I would say continue and keep going. However, we ended up hitting a currency one. So when you hit currency, you set it aside and you just keep going. And the reason I say this is because the difference between obsidian is 108 enemies and this is 92 enemies. You're still going to get a lot of enemies taunted and a lot of currency rewards. The empowerment, I believe, is a little different too, though. So this is empowerment 30, empowerment 36. It's not that much in the grand scheme of things, so keeping it this rarity with this currency is worth it. Go ahead and put this in here now. Alright. So then we go and look. What do we have? We have a whole bunch of obsidians, it looks like, and then one emberstone here. This emberstone gives us Sentinel power, which is useless, frenzy charges, and number of empowered enemies. So we don't really care about that, so we're actually going to take this obsidian and this and try and make it an obsidian. We failed. Let's see what it is. It still has Sentinel power. Okay. So we go with... This one has Sentinel power as well. Boom. We upgraded it to an obsidian this time. And did we remove Sentinel power? We have unique items, rarity of items found, and Sentinel power. Sentinel power is one of the more useless ones. We're going to actually try again. Going obsidian, and we're just going to try and get rid of... Actually, before I do that, hold on. I want to try and get rid of this cobalt. So let's combine these two. Alright, so now we have a blue obsidian. And obsidian, pandemonium. This has tailwind, which is useless for me because I'm a ranger anyway. Brimstone. Okay, so what we want to do is take the obsidian here, combine it with brimstone, and upgrade it. Alright, let's see what we hit. So this is metamorphosis and weapon rewards. Not the greatest, but it's not bad. And let's see, we have another obsidian here with, yeah, this is a tailwind one. So now we take the tailwind obsidian and we combine it with the brimstone. This actually isn't bad, but it has a very crappy, like, base, so we're going to try and upgrade it. Boom. Obsidian. Let's see what it kept out of those two. It kept all the good stuff, so this is actually something worth running. It has ritual rewards, which is just splinters, and then weapon rewards. Weapon rewards can be fractured or synthesized as well, so don't forget. Alright, so now we have these two. Now these two are pretty crap, but let me go over, let me make sure I don't have any other crappy ones. Okay, so we do. We have one, we have two. Primeval, obsidian with currency, obsidian with currency, put the primeval down here. And I'm actually going to take this, move this down, and move my uniques up here. Okay, so now if you look here, we have a bunch of special bases. These are cryptic obsidian. Actually, I have an obsidian in here? Hold on. Oh yeah, that makes sense. Cryptic and primevals, all up and down. I do have a unique here. Unique is just upgrading to rare. It's not bad. This is another crappy one, so we're going to put this aside. And then we actually have crappy cryptics as well, but I can go into what I do with those as I go. Just as an example, this is primeval. You can combine it with this and get either a cryptic or a primeval and keep like the currency if you're lucky, but I usually like to do cryptic with cryptic and primeval with primeval. So let's see, that's my phone going off. Why is my phone going off? Powers though, is that why? I don't know. Okay, so we have obsidian here with currency, deli, jewelry, and alright, so this is all just decent ones. I have maybe one or two crap ones, but they're like the higher end ones, so I don't do anything with them currently. I think the next one I'm going to use will actually be... Let's see. This is extra duty. So what I can do is show you, what you would do with a duty version of this. So you can do one of 4 cores. You can do the regular power core, which would give you, which would just randomize them. You can do this one, which would, it can upgrade it to the higher one. The higher one, I believe, is ancient. And then you can do the amplifying, and the amplifying can give you a higher tier mod, so on and so forth. So we're going to actually try and make an ancient. I don't have any ancient right now. And we're going to use this base and this base. Now, the second base is just pretty crap. It has increased empowerment. It has 3 mods of a possible 6 mods. Let's just put it that way. And, it's not very good. So let's see what we get. We get a primeval. And now it's going to take randomly from what we have and keep some stuff. Empowered enemies, currency, we kept currency, we kept the jewelry, and we have quantity. So now we have a 6 mod, full charge, full everything, primeval. And this one we can actually just put on, because this is currency jewelry, empowered enemies have quantity. Yeah, this is there's just no downside to this one. And then we can put this one away. Perfect. Now we have that going for us. Just move this one over and this one over. Alright. So now we have 5 just so-so, you know, things. So first thing we need to do is find something with low mods. So we're going to try this and upgrade it. So we did get it to obsidian. However, we lost the blue currency reward. That's okay. We don't really care about that. So next thing we can do is, let's see. These are all pretty bad. So what I can do is I can do this one, which will give it a chance for a new random modifier. And what we want to do is change one of the modifiers. And if we can help it, we want a good reward. Rarity, impenetrable shrine. So this one gives me a unique item, increased number of empowered enemies plus 8 cast speed. I mean, this isn't horrible. The rarity and the impenetrable shrine is like kind of lame. The rarity is okay because I have insane quantity on my maps anyway. So we'll keep this one aside. And then we have one more set here that we can combine. And let's see what our new mod is. Increase empowerment, rarity, endurance charges. So this one's just going to be a trash one. So whenever we get more, we just combine it and try and get a better one. And as we get more better ones, so on and so forth, we try and upgrade like these ones to higher ones and make crazy ones. This one also needs to be ran, but I'll run this later. And then the same thing goes for the other stalkers. The stalkers are pretty much the same situation. You're basically going to combine them until you get something decent or good, or you know, at the very least, usable for a few maps or whatnot. So right here, we actually have a lot of bad ones and very few good ones. It looks like, yeah. So we're gonna actually take and kind of sort this out a little. So this is currency. Ritual rewards is good. These are all cryptics, right? Yeah, these are primevals and cryptics. Cool, alright. This is divination. We like divination. Alright, so now that I have them all sorted, we can start combining. So first thing, as I said, you want to try and get as many things as you can to the obsidian. So this one made obsidian, but didn't give it anything relevant. So we ate the cobalt. So now we want to look for, let's go for the rusted. We made an obsidian rare, from a rusted no less. And we have essences at tier 1 and quantity. We have a 5 mod obsidian. Okay, so this is really good. It's tier 1 essences, tier 2 quantity, and then it has increased chance to add rewards tier 3. So this is really good. This is like one of the best ones that you can hit it, if you ask me. Essences aren't worth a lot, but I mean, it's free loot and you still get a bunch of quantity and other stuff with it, so why not? So now we have a few more here. We have this emberstone, and 1 blue obsidian. So our first goal is, again, try and upgrade the emberstone to obsidian. So the first one seems to be a success. Did it keep currency? Alright, and as you see here, we actually kept the currency roll. It only has 4 mods though, but we kept currency on an obsidian, which is pretty good. Resistance stride is pretty bad, but as we go and we find more empty ones, or more, you know, bad ones, we can combine this one once it's empty. Now, I wanted to show you again, like, for example, this is a good one. Sentinal power is trash, but it does give you currency, and it's 21 charges, so on and so forth. So this is a primeval. We're going to look for a primeval we have that's just bad. So quantity, rarity, and sentinel power isn't something I really want to run. Weapons, quantity. This one's just endurance charges and empowered. Okay, so that's what we're going to do, is combine these two. Now, ideally, we want to keep the currency. If we don't, we just go again and see if we can't roll something. So first, we're going to take this one, and then we're going to take this one, and boom. So we didn't upgrade it, but we have a primeval again. Did we keep currency? endurance charges, empowerment, and currency. So because we kept currency, we're this is now good. You know what I mean? Like we just turned a bad one to a good one, and we took an empty one, or basically recycling it. And now next time I get a chance, I will use this one and repeat this process. I actually have another Emberstone over here. Alright. Let's put this with these. And as you see, we have a lot of just different Sentinels we can run. And I just don't use anything with these, though. But these are not bad. You can get like a Headhunter buff kind of thing, but Headhunter sucks right now. And then Escalation just gives you a lot of loot as you go. So up to 129 enemies right there, you know. Probably 130 after it, but yeah. And, you know, that's pretty much it. My little crash course on that. So, if you guys have any questions, or, you know, if you found this at all informative, please feel free to leave a like. You can comment something if you want to comment something. And, of course, subscribe to the channel. It costs you nothing, and it's pretty easy to do, right? If you guys want to join me in my streams, I will be streaming as much as I can every day at about 7 p.m. Cali time. So that is my schedule for that. At latest it'll be at 7:30. It's not always going to be PoE, so if you want to like change up the content, I will be playing other games. Along one of the, you know, some of them being BioShock, the whole BioShock trilogy. I don't know if it's a trilogy necessarily, just 3 games, but yeah, I just downloaded that, and that's something I'm going to be playing through for the first time. I've never played it. Other than that, thank you so much for watching. As always, everybody, take it easy. Please feel free to check out my Patreon. I have tiers as low as $1 to do basic support if you just want to help me out. Right now, I am currently using Patreon to fund my tabs. If you guys are, you know, if you guys are familiar with my channel and or have been here a while or know me for a while, I have lost my other account, which I sent upwards of, you know, 1.52 grand to 2 grand in MTXs / stash tabs and whatnot, and I have no way of getting all of that back according to GGG, and there's just not a whole lot I can do right now financially. It's other than that, you can always feel free to follow me on Twitch. Help you know, help me out that way. Just the simple stuff, you know, get me to a point to where I can self-sustain some money flow or anything like that to buy tabs would be great as well. Take it easy, everybody. Have a good one.